Can you imagine being torn apart from the love of your life, forced to hide a life-changing secret, all because of a cruel billionaire's schemes? This is Sophia's heart-wrenching story, and you won't believe what happens next on Dark Voices. You're refusing money? Then suffer. Even if you don't accept my bribe, I'll make sure you never get near my son again. You low-class gold digger. Ma'am Gloria, I love Raphael. That's why I can't accept the money you're offering. No amount of wealth could ever replace the love I have for your son. Shame on you. Where did you get the nerve to even try to match with someone like us? People of wealth, don't be so ambitious. I never once dreamed of having a lowlife like you as my daughter-in-law. You and my son do not belong together. You're just a maid. You should be with someone who's also a nobody. Leave now, unless you want me to feed you to my dogs. Sophia couldn't stop crying. Powerless, she left the Dilva mansion and the man she loved. How could she compete with his mother, a wealthy and influential woman who looked down on her and could easily make up stories to put her in jail? Raphael's mother kicked her out as soon as she found out about their relationship. But what happens when Raphael returns and discovers Sophia's gone? Will he uncover the shocking truth his mother's hiding? Stay tuned to Dark Voices to find out. When Raphael returned home from abroad, the first thing he asked for was her. "Where's Sophia?" he asked one of the maids. "Oh my God, Raphael, of all people, that pathetic girl is who you're asking about?" His mother spat from the stairs. The maid quickly disappeared, afraid she'd become the next target of the matriarch's rage. "I was only gone 9 months, and this is what your standards have fallen to, Raphael? If it wasn't for the other maids telling Dorothy everything, I wouldn't even know about your affair with our maid. What kind of eyes do you have to fall for someone like her? Mom, I love her. Please don't insult her, really. And what makes you think she loves you back? She left with $1 million in exchange for you. That's how people like her are. They'll trade love for money. No, Sophia would never do that. Mom, what did you do? Did you harass her? Threaten her?" Raphael's voice rose in anger. His good mood, brought home from Spain to check the new Dilva City Mall and Hotel, was gone in an instant. These businesses, now with several branches around the country and even abroad, were previously managed by his late father, Don Gustavo da Silva, who had died in a plane crash 4 years ago. Thankfully, his father had already trained him in running the family empire. "You really think she wouldn't do it? I have the video. I can prove she's after your money." "You're joking. She's not what you say." "Fine, I'll call Dorothy." She witnessed Sophia taking the cash. She turned to her right-hand woman of decades. "Dorothy, show him the evidence." Dorothy immediately showed a video clip on her phone, Sophia taking a thick envelope full of money. Raphael's face darkened. "See, she chose money over you. Now, do you believe me?" Raphael said nothing. He walked up to his room, locked the door, got drunk, and went into a rage. It was too painful. "How could you do this to me, Sophia?" he shouted, throwing a half-full wine bottle across the room. "Give me more alcohol," he screamed. The maid scrambled to obey. Meanwhile, Sophia couldn't stop crying as she poured her heart out to her sister, Nina. "Why, Sophia? Of all the men you could have loved, why Raphael? You know he's rich. Rich families rarely approve of their kids being with someone poor like us. I didn't mean to fall in love, sis. It just happened. Raphael has a good heart. He never cared that I'm just a maid. I tried to resist him, but he kept showing me how much I meant to him, even though I'm just someone like this." "Are you sure about this? You've only known him for 6 months. You barely know him. Maybe it's my fault. I recommended you for that maid position. If I hadn't, you wouldn't be miserable now. Sis, you don't always need years to know someone. It depends. And I truly love Raphael. He's nothing like his arrogant mother. Well, now your education might be put on hold. You were supposed to graduate as a teacher. You had a shot at a real profession. That's all ruined now. Sophia had taken the job with Raphael's family because they allowed their maids to study at night. But now that she was fired, she had no way to pay for college. I'll find another job, sis. Maybe I can still find a way to keep studying. And besides, I never wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a fashion designer. You all were the ones who wanted me to be a teacher. If only you had taken the money I offered you before, that would have been a good start. Sis, are you even my sister? You're being so practical. Come on. You know how hard life is. If that old lady had offered me money, I wouldn't have thought twice. She humiliated you anyway, so might as well go all the way. Sophia sighed deeply, staring into space. The pain she felt at that moment had no equal, and her sister's brutal practicality only made it worse. She hadn't even considered things like dignity. After her sister's lecture, Sophia decided to call her best friend, Lisa. Maybe she could help her find work. Lisa had just started a job as a secretary after graduating from a 2-year secretarial course. Lisa, do you know of any job openings? Please help me, Sophia said directly after they exchanged greetings over the phone. Ha? I thought you were still working for the Dilvas. Madame Gloria kicked me out, she said quietly, trying to hold back her sadness. This is exactly what I warned you about. Why did you even get involved with her son? I told you not to. I know. My sister already lectured me enough. Please don't add to it. Ugh. Sophia, I don't even know what to say, but you're in luck. My boss's twin is looking for a secretary. I'll call you back once I confirm. Thank you, Lisa. You're heaven sent. Of course, I'd never abandon you. Sophia was beyond thankful to her friend. Despite her heartbreak, she had to face the reality that the wealthy lived in a different world than people like her. Still, she had hope. She believed Raphael would find her because they loved each other. She eventually cried herself to sleep, waiting for her best friend's call. The next morning, she was woken by the sound of her phone ringing. Oh, Lisa, how are you? You can start working tomorrow, Sophia, her friend exclaimed. Really? Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. I really need this job. You're welcome. Mr. Liam is nice. You're lucky. Thank you. You're the best, Lisa. I promise to do my best and not let you down. I'll text you the building and address so you can head there first thing tomorrow. The next day, Sophia woke up early, excited for her new job. Even if it wasn't much, at least she wouldn't have to stop studying. The commute from her place in Eastwood to downtown LA was only about 30 minutes, but she had to leave early to avoid traffic. The company occupied 5 floors and specialized in energy drinks. Mr. Liam Adams, the CEO, was the man her friend said would be her new boss. She knew Liam, who was one of Raphael's best friends, but she wasn't sure if it was the same one. She never knew his last name. She also didn't know if he had a twin. Raphael had been strict about keeping her out of his friend's circle back then. Sorry, ma'am. You can't come in. You don't have an ID, and you're not an employee. The security guard blocked her at the lobby. Sir, I'm a direct hire. I'm supposed to be the CEO's new secretary. Please let me through. Miss, don't mess with me. As far as I know, Mr. Liam already has a secretary. Sophia began to panic. What if her friend had just been joking? What if she was about to make a fool of herself? Then a deep, familiar voice spoke behind her. What's the problem, officer? Sir Liam, this woman insists she's your new secretary. She says she was directly hired, but Miss Yvonne is still here, sir. I see. Sophia Muela, Liam said casually. Sophia turned to see a tall, handsome man. You're my boss? She asked, stunned and nervous. If this Liam was indeed Raphael's friend, then fate might be playing a cruel trick on her. Come with me. My brother said you were looking for work. He told me you're the best friend of his new secretary. Yes, sir. thank you so much for the opportunity. Don't mention it. I'm not involved in whatever happened between you and Raphael. Excuse me? Nothing. Never mind. Sophia was confused. Liam clearly knew about her past with Raphael. He probably knew a lot more than she expected. That made her nervous, especially since she had no idea what story Gloria had spread about her. They reached the 5th floor, and a pregnant woman greeted them. Sophia immediately suspected this was the secretary she was supposed to replace. Good morning, sir. Your coffee is ready. The pregnant woman greeted Liam, pointing to the mug on his desk. Thanks, Yvonne. This is Sophia. Train her properly so she'll know what to do once you're on leave, he instructed her gently. No problem, Sir Liam. Hi, Sophia. Yvonne said cheerfully. Once Liam left to take a phone call, the two women were alone. You're lucky to get hired here. That handsome boss of ours is kind and single. Feel free to fantasize, Yvonne teased, making Sophia shake her head. If I weren't pregnant and due any day now, I wouldn't leave this job, she added. Sophia simply nodded. Deep inside, she felt relieved, knowing she wouldn't have a hard time working here, especially if her boss was this kind. After 3 days of training with Yvonne, the secretary finally went on leave. Sophia quickly grew comfortable around Liam. He wasn't cold or strict and often joked around. Sophia, make 2 cups of coffee. My friend's coming up, he said one morning. What Sophia didn't know was that Liam had intentionally arranged this meeting. He already knew about Gloria's bribe and wanted the truth to come out. Yes, sir, she replied, and headed into the mini kitchen to brew the coffee. When she returned with the cups, the guest had arrived. The two men were deep in conversation. As she approached, the guest's voice seemed familiar. When she finally looked up, her eyes met Raphael's. His intense gaze seemed to burn into her. This is your new secretary, Liam? Raphael asked coldly, his expression dark, almost murderous. Well, you know Yvonne is about to give birth, so Sophia took over. Isn't she gorgeous? Like a Miss Universe with that figure, Liam said playfully, clearly trying to provoke Raphael. Raphael's face hardened even more. Are you stupid? You want this gold digger to con you next? Are you really sure about that, bro? Yes, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got played by this woman. I loved her. You know that. But in the end, she chose money over me, Raphael said, face flushed and eyes red with held-back tears. That's not true, Sophia cut in, trying to defend herself. Both men turned to her. You can't deny the truth. There's a video. Don't make excuses, Sophia, Raphael snapped. Oh, was all Liam could say, shocked by the heated exchange. Liam had always known Raphael to be calm and deeply in love with Sophia. None of this made sense. If you saw the video, then you also saw how I gave the envelope back to your mother. She kept trying to force it into my hands, but I threw it to the floor. Everyone saw it. Your mom and the maids. The money scattered all over. Raphael simply shook his head and gave a bitter smile. He stood and excused himself. I think I need to go now, bro. I didn't expect my day to be ruined like this. I see now you're keeping a snake around. Be careful. Sophia's chest tightened at those words. That was how low Raphael thought of her. When he finally left the office, everything went black for Sophia. She fainted. Thankfully, Liam caught her just in time. He quickly carried her to his car and sped to the hospital, panic rising with every mile. Once they arrived, Sophia was rushed to the emergency room. Moments later, the doctor called Liam in. Congratulations, sir. You and your girlfriend are having a baby, the doctor beamed. What? Liam nearly choked in shock. Why, sir? Aren't you happy your girlfriend is pregnant? The doctor asked. Huh? No. I mean, yes. I'm just surprised. Really surprised, Liam muttered. Deep inside, Liam's thoughts were in turmoil. He wanted to be happy, but it wasn't his child. What a blessing that would be. If only the baby were mine, he thought to himself. Congratulations again, sir. Your girlfriend will wake up soon, the doctor said before leaving. Liam sat by Sophia's side, anxiously checking the time. He had a client meeting to attend, but clearly that would have to wait. Sir, where am I? Sophia asked as she woke up on the narrow hospital bed. Liam stood by the window, hands in his pockets. You're pregnant, Sophia, he said plainly, still facing away. What? Tell me. Is Raphael the father? He asked, voice heavy. Sophia's tears started to fall. Liam sighed, his chest tightening as he watched her cry. Sir, please. I know you're his friend, but I beg you, don't tell him. I don't stand a chance if they try to take my baby away. Please. Why did you take the money from Miss Gloria then? That's what made Raphael furious. Sir, God knows I never took that money. If I did, why would I be looking for work now? Why would I need to support myself? And now, a child. That night, we were both reckless. I didn't even realize I was pregnant. Liam, who had a degree in psychology, could read people well, and he could tell Sophia was telling the truth. He also knew de Gloria, how elitist and cruel she could be. So, it didn't surprise him that she would go so far as to break up her son's relationship. Calm down, Sophia. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. I don't know why, but I care for your child. I once had a relationship, but she hid her pregnancy from me and had an abortion. Tragically, she died with our unborn child. So, don't worry. I won't tell Raphael if that's what you want. That's a heartbreaking story, Sophia said softly. She was a model. Didn't want her career ruined. Karma found her fast. Liam's face turned red, the pain still fresh. So, please, Sophia, take care of that baby. I'm here. I'll help you. Sophia broke into tears again. She hadn't expected someone like Liam to be sent into her life. Don't cry too much, Sophia. It's not good for your baby. Sorry, sir. I just can't help it. You're like an angel sent to save me. She sobbed. Liam pulled her into a comforting hug and gently stroked her back. You'll live in my house so I can take care of you and the baby. Okay. Oh, no, sir. That's too much. Just giving me a job to save for my delivery is already a huge help. And keeping this secret from Raphael. Come on, Sophia. Raphael's a billionaire. He can hire people to follow you. If you live at my house, he won't suspect a thing. I'll tell him you quit after learning we were friends. If you stay hidden, he won't know. And I won't let Miss Gloria take your child. It's inhumane. When your child's old enough, you can decide if Raphael deserves to know. Sophia smiled, touched by Liam's willingness to protect her and the baby. After leaving the hospital, Liam took Sophia straight to his home. Like Raphael's family, Liam also came from wealth. His house was luxurious, though he lived alone with only a housekeeper. Careful, Sophia, take it slow for the baby's sake, Liam reminded her as he helped her out of the car. Sir, come on. I'm only 6 weeks along, she chuckled. Can you blame me if I've developed a phobia of pregnant women? He replied. Sophia smiled. Losing a child had clearly made Liam overly protective, even though they weren't in a relationship. Once they got to the guest room, Liam excused himself and returned to the office. Sophia, though slightly embarrassed, had no other support system to rely on. Later, Liam informed her that he had already hired a new secretary. Sophia was relieved. Now Liam wouldn't have to overwork himself. Still, Liam felt increasingly conflicted and guilty on Raphael's behalf. His fingers itched as he stared at his phone, tempted to contact his friend and tell him he had a child on the way. But he also feared Raphael would try to forcefully take the child from Sophia. Liam saw how happy Sophia had been when she found out she was pregnant. Whose side do I choose? He muttered to himself. This is all for Raphael. But poor Sophia, what if she loses her baby? He looked like a madman talking to himself, wrestling with his thoughts. Ultimately, he decided to hide Sophia. After all, Raphael was angry with him. Maybe he wouldn't go looking for her. Liam arranged everything for Sophia to live and give birth in the US. Thanks to his wealth and connections, the process went quickly. The days and years passed swiftly. 3 years had gone by since Sophia gave birth to her children, Storm, Cloud, and Thunder. She never expected to have triplets. It was hard at first, but she managed. Liam never failed to visit them, even from overseas. "Daddy Liam, why do we have 2 mommies?" asked 3-year-old Storm as Liam visited with his girlfriend Chelsea, the woman who had replaced Sophia as Liam's secretary. "See, answer that, Liam. Why does your mom call her Chelsea and not mommy?" Chelsea teased before being cut off. "Why, baby? Don't you like it? So many people love you," Liam replied as he tousled the boy's hair. "Yes, that's what I said, Storm. The more the merrier," Cloud chimed in. "And Mommy Sophia said we should be grateful for all the love Mommy Chelsea gives us." "Right, Mommy Chelsea? You love us too, don't you?" Cloud asked. "Of course, babies," Chelsea answered with a smile. "Kids, come on. Let me clean you up so you can nap," Sophia called from the kitchen. "Sorry about them. Are they bothering you, too?" she asked the couple. "It's all good, Sophia. Go ahead and get them ready," Liam said. Afterward, the couple stayed behind. Chelsea, as usual, wearing a frown. "Love, I always bring you here. Stop doubting me. I love those kids like they're mine." "I already explained everything to you," Liam said. "Why don't you just tell Raphael he has kids? Let him be a father to them. Why are you the one filling in his role?" Chelsea asked. "Chelsea, I made Sophia a promise. I don't want to break it. Liam, please. I can't take this anymore. I keep thinking maybe you're just using me to make Sophia jealous. That she's the one you really love." Before she could finish, Liam pressed his lips to hers in a passionate kiss. Holding her face, he said, "Listen, you're the only woman I see myself walking down the aisle with, the mother of my future children. I swear Sophia's like a sister to me. I've been her friend since she and Raphael broke up." Chelsea wrapped her arms around him. "I'm sorry. It's okay. Just trust me." "All right." "So sweet," Sophia said, smiling as she appeared. "Sorry to interrupt. I was just about to call you for dinner." "We'll be there, Sophia," Liam replied. As she turned to head back to the kitchen, Liam pulled Chelsea along with him. "Thank you both. You never get tired of visiting us," Sophia said as they all sat around the dinner table. She had already fed the triplets earlier since they always went to bed early. "Sophia, why do you keep thanking us?" "We love seeing you and the kids," Liam said. "Sophia," Chelsea added, "why not go into business with me?" "What do you mean? Aren't you a fashion designer at a popular boutique here in the States?" "Yes, but I only work part-time because of the kids. They're still little. That's why I want you as a partner. You'll still have time for them. You can work from home. Only during events or meetings will you need to come in and for design approvals." "That would be great, but I have no money to invest. Chelsea, I earn just enough for our needs, and we're already staying here for free because of Liam." "I'll help Sophia," Liam said. "See, Liam's got your back." "So, are you in?" Chelsea asked excitedly. "I don't know. I don't really trust myself. I feel like I've already taken too much help from you both. Think positive for your kids, Sophia. Their needs grow as they grow." Sophia thought about it. Chelsea was right. It was a huge opportunity she shouldn't waste. "Okay, if you'll give me the chance, I'll accept for my triplets' future." "Good. Let's prepare to bring the kids back to the Philippines." It's time they experience living in our home country. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. As the months passed, Chelsea and Sophia busied themselves with the grand opening of their fashion boutique in Manila. Both were nervous, but Sophia was confident leaving the triplets with her sister, Nina, who agreed to babysit while she focused on the business. We need to believe in ourselves, Sophia. And in each other, Chelsea said. You're right. Thank you, Chelsea, and Liam, too. Thanks for teaming up with me in this business. Our products are high quality, so I know we'll succeed. I hope so. By the way, do you know who's attending the grand opening tonight? Wealthy entrepreneurs, celebrities, and guess what? Rafael Dilva is among the guests. Sophia's eyes widened. Oh my God, Sophia. Don't be surprised he's coming. Move on, girl. I bet that jerk will be drooling when he sees you. I don't think I'm ready, Chelsea. You have to be. He could become an investor. His mall is a hot spot, which would help our business. Be professional. This is business, not personal. And besides, the past is past. Sophia gave a weak nod. No matter what she told herself, she was nervous. She wasn't sure how to face Rafael again. All right, I'll leave you here for now. The makeup artist and hairstylist will be arriving soon to get us ready, Chelsea said as she left Sophia in the prep room. Sophia sat restlessly while a flamboyant stylist fixed her hair. She stared nervously at her reflection, her mind filled with thoughts of Rafael. The party was about to begin, so she stepped out of the dressing room inside the boutique's new building. The three-story structure featured over 1,000 square meters of open space on each floor with large offices at the top, converted into dressing rooms. Congratulations to us, Sophia. My God, I can't believe how many people are flooding into our boutique on opening night, Chelsea squealed with joy. Night had fallen, and their sales had already exceeded expectations. Sophia, however, felt disappointed. Chelsea had told her Rafael would be attending, but she hadn't seen him during the ribbon cutting. She didn't want to ask Chelsea why. She didn't know why she still expected to see him. Perhaps because they'd never had proper closure. Maybe that was why she still had so many questions and regrets. Liam's on his way to pick us up, Sophia, Chelsea said after receiving a text. After the event, Sophia stayed behind in the office, distracting herself with sketching new dress designs. Okay, I'm almost done with a new piece, she replied. Chelsea said Rafael couldn't make it earlier because of an emergency client meeting, but he promised to attend the victory party instead. They would host another grand celebration for their successful launch and include a fashion show for their new and trending OOTD designs. Sophia didn't reply, but her excitement was visible, not just for the party, but for the chance to see Rafael again. She hadn't laid eyes on him in almost 4 years. He lived a very private life, and even on social media, he was nearly impossible to track. Come on, Liam's already in the parking lot, Chelsea called, waving her phone. Okay, I'll just pack this up, Sophia said. After organizing her sketches, she stood and followed Chelsea out. Liam would be dropping her off at her apartment. I'll visit the kids another time. I'll make it up to them soon. I promise, Liam said apologetically. It's fine. I know you're busy. Besides, the triplets aren't your responsibility. No, Sophia. I love them like they're mine. You know, I think of you and Rafael as family. But when do you plan to let their father meet them? I don't want to, Liam. I just can't. Whether you like it or not, fate has a way of reconnecting people, especially a father and his children. I hope not. I can't lose my kids. I don't think I could handle it if they forgot about me. You're their mother. Of course they'll look for you. You've sacrificed so much for them without ever asking Rafael for anything. If he tries to take them, he'll have to go through me. We can't be sure, Liam. They're still so young. If I'm gone for even 3 or 4 months, they might forget me. It'll be easy for Rafael to win them over. God, I'll go insane if that happens. All right, enough. Love, let Sophia be, Chelsea interjected to calm them both down. When Liam's car stopped in front of Sophia's apartment, she didn't wait for him to open the door. She stepped out, thanked them, and went inside. That night, during the victory party, Sophia's anxiety returned. She knew for sure she would cross paths with her former lover. "I thought I hated you, but why does my heart pound at the thought of seeing you again?" she asked herself. From the third floor, where her office was located, she clearly heard the MC begin speaking to the crowd. The models were ready, and Sophia had her turn on the runway, too. She stood and made her way down, catching sight of Chelsea exiting her own office hand in hand with Liam. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to tonight's shining stars, the founders and CEOs of C&H Fashion Boutique, Miss Chelsea Bartale and Miss Sophia Muela. Guests applauded as the spotlight turned on them. Sophia tried to avoid making eye contact with the crowd. She could feel someone staring at her intensely. Chelsea descended the right staircase with Liam assisting her while Sophia took the left. As she looked around, her eyes landed on a familiar corner and the intense gaze she felt earlier. It was Raphael Dilva. His expression was unreadable. She quickly shifted her gaze and returned to a neutral expression. After their short speech, the two owners exited the stage. Sophia moved to the back to change into her runway outfit. One of her own new designs she felt confident would trend. A long cardigan paired with a polo shirt and black miniskirt. Her long, shapely legs were on full display, gleaming under the lights thanks to the dark color of her clothes. "Damn," Raphael muttered when he saw how all the men stared at Sophia. He wanted to drag her off the stage. After the fashion show, dinner and drinks followed. Guests began drinking more freely. "Raphael, are you all right?" Liam asked as he approached with Chelsea. "I'm fine. Thanks for asking." "Are you sure? You haven't stopped staring at Sophia, don't you see? My twin Leon is all over her, and you know how he is." "No woman is immune." Raphael's jaw clenched. Liam and Chelsea smirked before turning away, irritating him further. What was once a 2-foot distance between him and Sophia was now only 10 inches. She didn't notice, busy laughing and chatting with Leon. "My God, Sophia, since when did you learn to drink?" Raphael thought to himself, watching her sip wine while giggling. Clearly, she was drunk. He stayed close, watching her stumble. "Excuse me, Sophia. I'm just going to the restroom," Leon said. "I'll be right back." Raphael seized the opportunity. Sophia's eyes were half-lidded, her body swaying. "You're drunk," he said coldly. "Oh, and who are you to care?" "Get off," she snapped. Instead of walking away, he picked her up and carried her to the parking lot. She pounded her fists on his back, but she was too drunk to fight him off. "Where are you taking me, you jerk?" she slurred, slumped in the car seat. "To our old hangout," Raphael replied. He meant the condo where they used to secretly meet. Sophia, too drunk to respond, remained silent. Raphael carried her inside. As soon as he opened the bedroom door, she vomited and staggered toward the bathroom. They both laughed. She had thrown up on him as well. "What have you done?" he asked, but she didn't reply. He helped clean her up. As he looked at her lips, memories of the past overwhelmed him. The alcohol made his body burn with desire. He gave in and made love to her. Sophia moaned softly, sobering from the alcohol, but now intoxicated by the familiar sensations she hadn't felt in years. In the middle of their passionate moment, Raphael noticed a surgical scar on her stomach. "You've carried a child, Sophia." But he didn't say it aloud. It was just a realization that hit him like a wave. Afterward, both fell asleep. It was already dawn when Sophia woke up. She was stunned to find herself being embraced by a man, both of them unclothed. She pushed him away, waking Raphael in surprise. "I'm sorry. I just got startled." "What happened? What did we do?" Sophia stammered. "Answer me. Do you have a husband now? Did you have a child?" Raphael's voice was sharp. "You don't have a right to ask. You're no longer part of my life, she replied, summoning all her courage. So, you really had a child to get more money from the guy. I suppose that's how you funded your boutique. How shameful, Sophia. A sharp slap landed on Raphael's right cheek. You have no right to insult me. You contributed nothing to my life. Oh, really? You took $1 million and walked away. That's what I got in return. Sophia slapped him again, this time on his left cheek. I never took even a single cent from your mother. You should have investigated more. All your wealth and intelligence, yet you let your mother manipulate you so easily. She seethed with anger as she gathered her scattered clothes. It was already early morning, and she rushed to dress and leave. Raphael tried to stop her, but she steeled herself and pushed through. Sophia admitted to herself that she was still deeply affected by their unexpected reunion. She still loved him despite everything she'd gone through after being cast out by his mother. She still felt hurt. He hadn't defended her, hadn't believed her, hadn't even spoken to her properly. When Sophia arrived back at her apartment, the entire place was quiet. Her triplets and her sister Nina were sound asleep. She quietly entered the bedroom to get some rest, but her mind wouldn't settle. Fear crept into her chest. What if Raphael found out the truth about their children? Unable to sleep, and with the clock nearing 4 a.m., she decided to get up and make some coffee. While lost in thought, something brushed against her foot. My God, Cloud, you startled me, sweetie. It's still dark. Why are you up so early? She asked the 3-year-old gently. Mom, I had a dream about my daddy, but it wasn't Daddy Liam. He carried me and danced with me. We were so happy, Mommy. Sophia was speechless. Mommy, why doesn't Daddy Liam visit us as often anymore? The boy asked. Well, baby, your Daddy Liam is busy with work. But he's not our real dad, right, Mommy? Sophia's thoughts became even more tangled. The triplets were getting older and more inquisitive. Mommy, where's our real dad? Can we meet him? Sweetheart, go back to sleep. I'll make you some milk. Okay. Okay, Mommy. All right, sit down and behave while I prepare it. Sophia sighed deeply as she prepared his milk. Her mind was a storm of worry. Her problems felt endless, and her children's growing awareness only added to them. After getting Cloud back to sleep, she stepped out of the kids' room. She found her sister Nina sweeping the floor. You're up early, Nina, Sophia noted. Yeah, I heard water running earlier. Thought it was already morning and couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up. That was me. I made milk for Cloud. He woke up in the middle of the night. Sorry about that. It's okay. That kid always wakes up around this time. He's a dreamer. Always has something to say about his dreams. Sophia nodded.